Hey everyone, and welcome to BUZ Banter. I'm Mo.
I'm Maya.
And we come to you today with another movie review. Wreck-It something. We're breaking stuff. Some guy. Kinda sounds like a Ninja Turtle. Can you help me out?
He has really big arms.
He breaks stuff, he's got big fists, it's animated.
Goku.
Maybe. No, it's Wreck-It Ralph. It's a new kids movie, and it basically follows a game villain as he doesn't want to be a villain anymore, and how he basically tries to be a hero in various other games and kind of find his place in who he wants to be. So, Maya, what did you like about it?
I actually really liked the way each of the characters that were brought in were actually hidden, especially from Capcom, were hidden away in the backgrounds and whatnot. So especially like Chun-Li and Cammy, I randomly was searching for them throughout the movie, and then I would see them in the backgrounds along with Daisy and Peach. So I thought it was very sweet that they could get along with each other. Nostalgia!
Hey, nostalgia aside, you get to this wonderful point in the movie where you realize that this movie stands on its own. They could have very easily made this a movie that is only around and only enjoyable because of the game references, but they put a lot of thought into the storyline. They did the great work that Disney and Pixar always does when it comes to story, character development, and all of that fun stuff. And they made it an enjoyable storyline, so you actually stop looking for the game references, and you just start enjoying the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But that being said, no film is without its flaws. So what did you hate?
I actually didn't like the fact that he was like, I'm just gonna be a bad guy forever. the more references to the fact that that Ralph was designed to be a bad guy, right? So that's the nature argument. And whereas nurture, he wanted to nurture himself to be a good person, right? But overall, he eventually said, no, my nature wins out. I'm just gonna go wreck stuff. That's the only thing I can do. The little girl character, Vanellope, also has this, this quality to her that I actually thought was... It's not that she was obnoxious or annoying, but I felt that she had the potential for growth. So she was a good foil, but she was still, I think, not. It was not well conceived to like pit her against the other characters. I mean, they showed her being bullied, but I don't think because of how well she was developed, they didn't give as much screen time to the other racers. Yeah, I thought that they could have been developed a bit more.
Mine's kind of a minor gripe with this film, because it's just kind of like from my own point of view and everything. It was really weird that you didn't see a lot of the arcade characters that you would expect a Disney Pixar film to come out with. I'm talking specifically about the various X-Men arcade games. I was expecting to see them show up. It's a minor quip, mostly because those were the games that I always ran to in the arcades. Overall, it's a very solid movie. I think I would recommend it, and actually I enjoyed it in 3D. It's worth seeing in theaters just because of like the grand spectacle of it at certain points. StarCraft references in this are fantastic.
I would have recommended it.
That being said, like, we both recommend the movie. Go check it out. But there's been this interesting thing that's cropped up in the wake of this film, and that's with regards to what characters made it into the movie and their roles within the movie. Specifically, where these characters come from, who owns their IPs. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of Capcom characters all over the place, but Nintendo characters...
None of them had voices. And the closest thing to a voice was pretty much the mushroom getting picked up and getting chucked.
And then you had a bunch of stuff that was owned by Namco and Sega.
Yes.
They showed up, but even they had like kind of minor roles. You've got Pac-Man in there, you've got the Pac-Man ghosts and everything from Atari. But and you have the whole StarCraft thing. But then you get into the realm of, where are all the PlayStation characters?
Oh, I think it also has to do with the fact that there's not as many Sony arcade games in North America.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, Sony arcade games are probably going to be found more overseas, and then be, I don't know, a lot more difficult to find. I mean, the closest thing to like a Sony game for Sony. Well, never mind, it's on all platforms now. DDR is pretty much on every platform.
And DDR was in this film.
But yeah, it was a nice nod to it, but there weren't anything that was specifically Sony in there.
In the comments section below, what we want to hear from you, what did you wish from the arcades of your youth were included in the film that weren't, and also who in the film did you really enjoy and why? So yeah, that's it for us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Mo.
I'm Maya.
And we will see you when we see you.
Yay!